Yeah.
As Phil's moving the camera.
All right, good evening. Welcome back here to the Berry Bowl at Logansport High School. We're getting set for game number 2, semi-state action. It's going to be the Tigers from Northwestern High School, Class 3A number 1. They're going to be taking on the Giants from Marion High School. Good evening, everyone. Steve Stricker here alongside my middle daughter, Macy, once again.
Hi. I'm sounding worse now.
You didn't even say that much in the first game, and then you're already hoarse here before the start of the second game. I love it. So we got Phil Bean running the camera for us again here this evening, and ought to be another great matchup here tonight. Like we said, it's the Class 3A North Semi-State. Number 1 Northwestern coming in at 25-3, taking on the Marion Giants, who come in at 23-4. Northwestern is your Class 3A defending state champions, and they're led by a pair of juniors. Both of them going Big Ten way when they graduate. The coach's daughter, Madison Layden, a 6'1" point guard, going to Purdue. Go Boilers. And another 6'1" post player, Kendall Bostic, and she's chosen to go to Michigan State for some reason. We won't hold that against her. She's an excellent player for sure. And they're going to be taking on a Marion team that comes in a little bit of a surprise. Weren't really picked to even win their sectional. But I tell you what, Mace, they got some size, and you can see it even from way up top here at the Berry Bowl.
Yeah. Well, around Phil I can see him, but...
A couple players there for the Giants, who are technically Giants. Got Jasmine Turner. She's only 6'1", not too much there. But then in the middle, they got Rashay Kyle, who's listed here at 6'6". So got to do a game earlier in the year with Northwestern versus Oak Hill, and Northwestern did not disappoint, and they beat Oak Hill in that regular season matchup over at Northwestern High School. Oak Hill, the team that you saw here earlier, defeated Central Noble 53-46. They're going to play in the state championship game next Saturday at 12:45 versus Winchester. So I tell you, it's going to be an interesting battle here tonight. See how this stacks up. So let's take a look at the tape here, how these two teams got here. So first off, let's go with Marion, the Giants. They're going to be the visitors on the scoreboard. And they started out at Norwell, who was actually predicted Norwell was supposed to win that sectional. And defeated Fort Wayne Bishop Lures 50-41 in the first game. In the semifinals, defeated Columbia City 59-44. Belmont in the championship game won that one 46-44, advancing to Columbia City Regional. You can see there they took on West Noble, won that one 52-46 in the morning game, and then in the evening game won an overtime game versus Angola 55-52 to advance to tonight's semi-state game. For the Northwestern Tigers, here is their route to Logansport. Had a first round bye. They were down at Frankfort for their sectional, defeated West Lafayette 70-33, advancing to the championship game versus Mechaniqua. Won that one by a little bit of a convincing margin, 80-23. Went up to Rensselaer for their regional. Took on Gary West in the morning game. Won that one handily 67-34. And then defeated a very good Mishawaka Marion team by a score of 47-29. So that's how your two teams got here. And we're going to take a quick break here on RTC TV4. We'll come back in a moment and we'll talk a little bit about the keys to the game for both Marion and Northwestern. You're watching RTC TV4. We'll be right back.
This broadcast brought to you in part by these local sponsors.
First Federal Savings Bank is your local mortgage lender with 6 locations throughout North Central Indiana. Trust the professionals at First Federal Savings Bank. Online at firstfederalbanking.com. Evans Agency in Rochester, offering farm liability, farm personal property, and farm outbuilding policies, all customized to fit your insurance needs. Let Judy help you protect all of your possessions. Online at evansagencyrochester.com.
All right, welcome back to the Berry Bowl. We got about 10 minutes to go here before we start our pregame with the national anthem and get your starting lineups here between the Marion Giants and the Northwestern Tigers. And want to take a quick moment to thank the folks here at Logansport High School. Mr. Brian Strong, the athletic director, and Milt Hess, and all the folks here at Logansport with their help here this afternoon. They've been very courteous to us, as they always are, and we really appreciate getting the opportunity to broadcast the game here from the Berry Bowl. And also want to thank my boss, Scott Sager, and his boss, Joe McCarter, for letting me come down here. Thanks to Macy. Appreciate you taking some time out of your busy schedule up there at Trine University, your freshman year. Everything's going well with that?
So far.
So far, so good. Haven't got kicked out yet?
Well, we're not going to go there.
Not going to go there, yeah. Phil gives you a thumbs up for that one, so.
Well, I don't think I've told Phil what's happened recently, but.
Yeah, that wasn't really your fault.
No,
we won't go into that now.
It's under my name now.
Yeah. So we ought to have a good one here. Like we said, Oak Hill advanced in the first one. They're going to take on Winchester on Saturday for the state championship for 2A. And the winner of this one will take on the winner of Benton Central and Salem. That's actually just now tipping at 6:30, I believe they said was the tip. That's going to be down at Jasper somehow. Benton Central is in the south. Haven't figured that one out.
I don't know.
Last time I was at Benton Central, it was quite a bit north of Lafayette, but, you know, we'll figure that one out and see. The winner of that one advances to take on the winner of our game here this evening. As we said, Northwestern is your reigning 3A state champ, looking to get back for a repeat visit. And let's go over some keys here for the two teams, keys to win. Start off with the Marion Giants. They're going to have to keep the pressure on Madison Layton. She is the floor general for Northwestern. And that's going to be a tough task. A lot of teams have tried that, and not very many have been successful. They're going to have to force Northwestern into uncomfortable situations, and that's another tough task. I don't know how you force a team that has been through what they've been through over the last 3 seasons into uncomfortable situations. So you're going to have to find a way to make Northwestern uncomfortable. You're going to have to work the ball in low and then put pressure on Bostic with the size that the Giants have. See if they can put some pressure on the inside of the Northwestern team. And then Marion is going to have to limit their turnovers. Near and Bostic, and also Layton, very, very good for Northwestern as far as getting steals and causing havoc on the defensive end. For the Northwestern Tigers, they're going to have to play their inside-out game with Bostic and Layton. The game that I did earlier in the year where they took on Oak Hill, it's pretty evident that those two are the big keys to the Northwestern Tigers. And the thing that impressed me the most, Macy, was the passing ability of Kendall Bostic. If you've got a big that can pass, the way she does. I mean, her vision from the post is tremendous. And then you've got a shooter in Madison Layden. She's well over 40% from behind the arc. So, you're going to have to really keep an eye on those two. Northwestern's got to control the tempo, and I think they have the horses out front with Layden. She's a coach on the floor. I mean, her mom and her dad are the coaches, and, you can tell she's been in the gym since she was in diapers. I mean, she just understands what's going on the floor. She takes control, and at 6'1", she can see everything that's going on in front of her. They're going to have to slow down Turner and Kyle. The size inside, if they get going, is going to cause some problems for the Tigers. And they're going to have to put pressure on the guards. Same thing I said with Marion having to, keep from turning it over with the guards. Northwestern's going to have to put pressure on the guards, and I think they can do that. I really look forward to a great game here tonight. And I think both teams are going to come out and they're going to compete hard. It was a wonderful first game between the Oak Hill Eagles and the Central Noble Cougars, and I think we ought to have another good one on hand. Macy, one thing, you look at the Northwestern schedule, they've lost 3 games, 25-3. 2 of those games were to Newark, Ohio, and Lakota West. I don't know if you know Newark or Lakota West. Those are schools in the Dayton area that are big schools over in Ohio, powerhouse schools in girl basketball. So those were nothing too shabby. And then their other loss was late in the season. They lost to Class 4A number 1 North Central. So, 3 losses on the season, and you can't look at any of those and think that, those were bad losses by any means. Marion comes in at 23-4. They lost their first game to Pendleton Heights. Columbia City, they lost to McCutcheon. Heritage Christian, who is a good team as well. And I don't see what their other loss was. Pendleton Heights, Columbia City, McCutcheon, Heritage Christian were their 4 losses. So, these two teams, a little different contrasts in style you're going to see here tonight. And I think that, like we said in the keys to the game, Mace, it's going to depend on how well Marion handles the pressure from the Tigers.
Free game shows your deal.
That's my deal.
Yeah.
So, all right, so we got a couple minutes to go here before we start with our anthem and all of our non-starters and starters to go. So we'll take a quick break. We'll thank some of our sponsors here on RTC TV4. Really appreciate everyone who helps bring these broadcasts to you, especially here tonight. So we'll take a break, be back with more here from the Berry Bowl here at Logansport High School in just a moment.
At Oliver Ford, we reach beyond your dealership expectation, help you in making fun decisions on your new vehicle, or let it try our professional touch by our service and parts department. We are the only Indiana new and used car dealership that has won the President Award 17 times. With over 100 years of sales experience, we're here to hold your hand from start to finish, with no pressure or gimmicks. Contact us today.
Summit Contractor Supply is the area's leading supplier of tools, parts, products, and services to commercial and industrial contractors throughout northern Indiana and southern Michigan. Offering Milwaukee Electric Tools, DeWalt Power Tools, Metabo Power Tools, and more, Summit has the blades, bits, fasteners, and anchors to get the job done right. Summit is also a factory-authorized service and repair center. Contact Summit for all of your contractor supply needs.
All right, welcome back here to the Berry Bowl, coming to you high from atop the Berry Bowl here at Logansport High School. Steve Stricker with Macy, my horse daughter, Stricker.
I promise I don't know.
She had too much effort calling that first game there. Got Phil Dean running the camera for us tonight. Ought to be a great matchup. Getting set to go. Game number 2. It's your 3A North semi-state here between the Northwestern Tigers and the Marion Giants. Got about 30 seconds here before we get started with all of our pregame activities, so let the clock run down here and get this thing going. Ought to be a good matchup. Alrighty, gonna do our national anthem and get going here from Logansport.
As citizens of the United States, and to also uphold the honorable principles of our Constitution. Last but not least, it is a symbol and a pledge to maintain the four great freedoms that are cherished by all of us as Americans. The freedom of speech, the freedom of religion, the freedom from want, and the freedom from fear. At this time, we ask that you please rise and remove your hats as we pause to honor both our state and our nation with Back Home Again in Indiana, followed by our national anthem as played by Logansport High School sophomore, Mr. Leo Lehman. Back home again in Indiana, and it seems that I can see the gleaming candlelight still shining through the sleep
All right, that was an excellent rendition on saxophone there by, I assume, a Logansport student that did the national anthem there. Mace, I just noticed down there on the wall the picture of Whitney Jennings, the Miss Basketball here from Logansport High School. Her dad, Doug, was a graduate of Argus High School of the Jennings clan, of which there are several. But she was a very, very talented high school player. I think she's finishing out her college career senior this year at Butler High School, at Butler College, Butler University.
The
So very happy to be coming to you here from the Berry Bowl here at Logansport High School, high atop the bleachers here on the visitor side with the press box up here, and appreciate getting a chance to come down here. Thanks to Brian Strong from the athletic director here at Logansport. For the non-starters, for Marion, number 10, a 5'6" sophomore, Zariah Hahn. A 5'6" sophomore, number 11, Olivia Aguilar. 5'6" junior wearing number 13, Kalea Jones. And number 15, Allie Peterson, wearing a 5'8" junior wearing number 15. For the non-starters, here for Northwestern, 5'9" junior wearing number 13, Sarah Heaver. A 6' freshman wearing number 20, Leah Carter. A 5'1" junior wearing number 21, Kate Miller. 5'4" sophomore wearing 22, Jenna Lohr. 5'6" freshman wearing 23, Audrey Cutter. A 6'1" senior wearing number 30, Stephanie Burns. A 6'1" sophomore wearing 40, Maddie Butler. 5'9" senior wearing 42, Allison Miller. And a 5'7" senior wearing 43, Novale Lohr. And for Marion, the starting lineup. 6'1" senior wearing number 3, Jasmine Turner. 5'5" junior wearing number 4, Ellie Vermillion. 5'11" senior wearing number 5, Ayana Harvey. A 6'5" junior wearing 23, Rashea Kyle. And a 5'6" senior wearing number 31, Markeisha Jackson. Mace, the one thing I noticed, I got a chance, I found a game that Marion played against Kokomo and didn't see a lot of substitutions for the Giants. So we'll see what they do here tonight.
Well, I mean, they only have 8 listed on their roster, so.
All right, the Northwestern Lady Tigers, your 3A reigning state champions. A 5'9" junior wearing number 10, Claire Merrill. 5'4" senior wearing number 11, Katie Neer. 5'5" sophomore wearing number 12, Ellie Boyer. A 6'1" junior wearing number 33, Madison Layden. And a 6'1" junior wearing number 44, Kendall Bostic.
That third person you said, it's actually number 42, Allison Miller.
Allison Miller instead of?
She's starting. So it's 10, 11, 33, 42, and 44.
Okay, they had this listed different. So okay, yeah. Ellie Boyer is not starting, number 12. So Miller, number 42, 5'9" senior, gets the start here. Just going off of this, it's going to be Bostic going up against Kyle here for the tip. We're getting ready to get underway here from the Berry Bowl, Logansport High School. And the ball's up, and it's going to be the Giants. Vermillion takes it. She's going to bring it across the timeline here for the Giants to start things off. They're going to go right inside to Kyle. Nice double team there. Back up top. Marion, not a huge three-point threat. Didn't see a lot of three-pointers in that game I got a chance to watch against Kokomo. Vermillion looked to be the main threat from outside for Marion. Good pressure on the inside. The shot off the mark, rebound to Bostic. So Northwestern gets their first possession of the game. Across the floor. Down in the corner to Layden, back up to Merrill. They're going to reset the offense. Nears directing traffic here for Northwestern. Looks like a little 2-3 zone action there, doesn't it?
I think so.
Near with the 6'5" Kyle on her.
Oh.
Lob pass into Bostic, over to Layden. Back up top, Near's going to reset.
In my opinion, I think high school should have a shot clock because the game is just going from high school to college. It's just so different.
Yeah, it really does make a big difference.
It makes a world of a difference.
They're trying to go over Kyle and not high enough, and turnover here for Northwestern. So both teams come up empty on their first possession. And the lob into Kyle way off the mark, so another turnover here. Going to give the ball back to the Tigers. Just getting underway here at the Berry Bowl here at Logansport High School. 6:25 still to go here in the first quarter. No score between Marion and Northwestern. Your 3A state, semi-state here. State tournament or a state championship game trip on the line here. The winner will face the winner of the Benton Central Salem game that's happening right now down in Jasper. So Layden's going to reset it. How'd you like to face a 2-3 zone with a 6'1 girl on the top wing? There is a three-pointer from the corner for Claire Merrill. Gets the Tigers on the board. Gives them an early 3-0 lead. See the full court press, and there's a steal. See the long arm of the law there with Layden, and she takes it in, puts it in with the left. Quick 5 points now for Northwestern. And almost another steal. Ball's on the ground, fought for, and we're going to have a timeout called by Marion as they were about ready to lose possession. So we'll take a quick break as we have a timeout on the floor. Be back here from Logansport in just a moment. You're watching RTC TV4.
First Federal Savings Bank has provided mortgage loans for over 50 years.
We're now offering commercial loans to support our local businesses.
We offer business loans for real estate, equipment, lines of credit, and investments. We also offer Simply Free business checking for all your banking needs.
Contact Lindy Breeden, our business lending expert, to take the worry out of your business banking.
And remember, we don't want to be the biggest bank, just the best bank.
All right, welcome back here. The Marion Giants had to burn a timeout as they were about ready to lose possession of the ball right there. Good pressure by Northwestern. Back into the full court press. Here are the Tigers. Giants get it across. Vermillion. Harvey going to try and drive baseline. Shut off there. Gets it back over into the corner to Turner. One dribble and picks it up. Ball's on the floor, and it's going to be, what is it going to be? It's going to come up, and it's going to be Merrill that comes away with it. Quickly up the floor to Bostic. Nice pass. What vision by Madison Layden right there. Finds Bostic and a pinpoint pass into the post. 7-0 here early, and the full court pressure continues for the Tigers. You got your 6'5 girl bringing the ball across the timeline. Just inside, and another steal here for the Tigers. Allison Miller, who got the start here tonight, gets the steal. Layden, quick pass over to the corner. Baseline jumper off the mark for Neer. Rebound, no, comes over to Miller. Another chance here for the Tigers. Three-pointer, left wing, no good. Off the mark for Merrill, or Neer. Vermillion brings it across here for the Giants. Giants don't want to let the Tigers get out of reach here. Like I said, not a big three-point shooting team, so they're not going to be able to take advantage of that extra point on the bucket. And there's Kyle for a two-pointer just inside the line. Gets the Giants on the board. 3:41 to go here. 7-2 Northwestern with the lead. Merrill gets it over to Neer, right wing. They're going to drop off a Neer. She's not a huge threat, but she already has a three, right? Neer hit that first one, or was that Merrill?
That was Merrill.
That was Merrill, okay. Layden's going to bring it back up top. Gets it up to Neer. Looking for Bostic. Quick passing there for the Tigers. Miller, 15-footer, gets it to go from the baseline. Allison Miller gets on the board. Lead back up to 7, 9-2. We've got 2:52 left here in the first quarter. And there's a trap. They get Turner, and they get the turnover. Quickly up ahead, back, look, give and go. Oh, Madison Layton misses the easy one. Not going to see too many of those pop out for her. And that's going to be kicked. That's off of the foot of Turner. And a sub coming in here for the Giants. Number 11, Olivia Aguilar, a 5'6" sophomore, going to check into the game. Who do we get come in? Northwestern get one in? Or just the...
I think Ellie Boyer just came in.
Okay. So Ellie Boyer typically starts for Northwestern, checked into the game. Right now they've got Harvey, who's 5'11", really bodying up on Bostic, and the three-pointer is good. That's Claire Merrill. That's her second three of the game here early. 12-2, and the trap is on. Once again, your 6'5" girl, Kyle, forced to bring the ball across, and she's going to get fouled. First foul of the game.
It's on Ellie Boyer. That's, well, yeah.
Her first.
Yeah.
And so Miller's going to check back in. Katie Neer is going to take a break here for Northwestern. Minute 56 left to go here, first quarter. Northwestern leads 12-2. Almost forced another turnover. Turner from three, and she's going to get that one to go. Brings Marion back to within 7, 12-5. Minute 30 left here in the first quarter. Good ball movement, three-pointer on the way, off the mark, offensive board, Miller. And I don't know, she was trying to get it into Layton, but Turner was standing right there. Try to get it into the post to Harvey, and it's going to be a turnover. Miller's come in, and then she got the start here tonight, Mace, and she's done pretty well here early in the game. Just inside the three-point line, no good. Rebound fought for Miller, and she gets it in. Bostic gets it. So good work there by Miller, saving the ball, giving the Lady Tigers another opportunity here on the offensive end. Layden finds a path. She's going to take it strong to the bucket. No call on that. Doesn't get it to go. Turner comes back the other way for the Giants. And she's going to get a foul. And they're going to probably get Merrill on that one. Claire Merrill picks up her second foul of the game for the Tigers. And it's going to send the 6'1" senior Jasmine Turner to the line, shooting two for the Giants. Off on the first one. Katie Neer going to check back into the game. She's going to give Merrill a break. Harvey gets a break, and number 31, Marquisa. Who checked in, Mace, for Marion?
It was just
that Jackson?
It looks like Olivia.
Aguilar?
Yeah.
Okay. 12-5, 20 seconds to go. First quarter. Layden looks back and sees gets the instructions from the coach. Inside to Bostic. Bostic strong, blocked, and she gets her rebound, puts it back in. Kyle got her the first time, but she was strong enough to get her rebound put in. And after one, it's Northwestern Tigers 14, Marion Giants 5. We're going to take a quick break. Come back with second quarter action here from the Berry Bowl here at Logansport High School. You're watching RTC TV4.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors. The lawyers and staff at Peterson, Wagoner & Perkins LLP are here to provide the highest quality legal and professional service to their clients presently and for the future. See a full list of services online at peterson-wagoner.com. Woodlawn Hospital, offering state-of-the-art care for Fulton County for over 100 years. Woodlawn Hospital is the area's healthcare leader. Comprehensive care from head to toe. Online at woodlawnhospital.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
All right, welcome back here to the Berry Bowl at Logansport High School. We are getting set to go with the second quarter. Northwestern Tigers lead 14-5 over the Giants. Give us a rundown of the first quarter scoring there, Mace.
So for Marion, Jasmine has hit a 3. This is rough. And Kyle is just 2 points, so that's their 5. And then Merrill has hit 2 threes. Madison Layden has 2, Allison Miller has 2, and Bostic has 4.
Allison Miller came in, got the start here tonight, and has really performed well. And there's Katie Neer getting the jumper from about 15 to go in. And the lead is 11 here, largest lead of the game for Northwestern. And there's a steal by Layden. And the Tigers going to come back across quickly the other way. Up to Miller. Back over into the corner to Layden. Three-pointer on the way, off the mark, and it's going to go over the top of the glass, so it'll be Marion's ball. Katie Neer couldn't get that one to drop. Hannah Harvey's going to check back in for the Giants. Madison Layden going to get a quick break on the bench here for the Tigers. That's not as rare as you might think. Coach Layden does a good job of giving Madison some time, at least in the games that I've seen Northwestern play. Not going to give her much time. Quickly in and out. Looked like she might have had a little bit of an issue with her glasses, so she got those taken care of. She's going to give Merrill a break, back into the game.
Merrill just got her second foul, so that gives the team 3.
2 of the 3 fouls go to Merrill. Trying to get inside. Kyle working around. She gets through, can't get the scoop shot to go. The rebound to Miller. Once again, Miller comes up big for the Tigers. Right inside to Bostic. She's going to work on Harvey. Finds the open player. That's the passing ability right there that I talked about from Bostic. Found the open Neer, but unable to make the shot. We're going to say that went off of Northwestern, so it's going to be Marion's ball. 6:40 to go here in the first half. Northwestern leads 16-5. And it took a weird spin right there. It looked like it was going to go off of Jackson's foot out of bounds, or Harvey's foot out of bounds. And just kind of spun dead like a chip shot from Tiger Woods right there. Tigers going to reset, bring it up top. Boyer is going to set the offense. One thing that I really like, and there's a shot just inside the three-point line from Bostic off the mark. One thing I was going to say, Mace, that I really like about Layden is she's very patient. She lets the game kind of develop and come to her. But you better believe that if it comes crunch time, nice pass into Harvey and one. Foul on Neer. Good look on the backside right there. Hannah Harvey going to go to the line for the opportunity for the old-fashioned three-point play. What I was saying about Layden, when it comes crunch time, if she needs to step up, she's definitely got the capability and the know-how and the willingness to do that. Harvey gets it to go, and just like that, lead is cut down to 8, 16-8. We've got 5:40 left to go here in the first half. Steve Stricker here with Macy Stricker. Phil Dean on the camera for you here tonight, watching RTC TV4. We appreciate everybody for tuning in. Nice pass inside. Bostic. See why she's going to Michigan State. She is so strong inside. So strong. And the passing ability, it's almost impossible. You double team her, she's going to find the open player. Tipped out of bounds. It's going to be off of Miller, so it'll stay Marion's ball. Sub coming in. Rashae Kyle's going to check back in here for the Giants. She's going to give Harvey a break. So a lot more substitution here than the game that I got to see Marion play against Kokomo. Kind of stuck with the starting five most of the game. Trying to keep girls fresh here. And there's a trap. Jump ball is going to be called. And it's going to stay Marion. Good defense there by Northwestern. Three-pointer on the way off the mark on the left wing there. That was Aguilar taking that three. Going to reset the offense. Marion staying in that 2-3 zone. There's a three-pointer on the way, and just like that, Layden gets it to go. What was an 8-point lead is now 13 for Northwestern. That's the thing, Mace. Northwestern can put it in bunches. Turner, nice little move right there. Gets that one to go. That was a nice athletic move there by the senior Jasmine Turner. Another three on the way, off the mark, rebound, goes to the Tigers.
She's a very quick shooter. She does not think about it at all.
No, that's the thing. She gets the shot off, and sometimes it even looks like she's passing the ball, but she just gets it off so quickly. There's Bostic finding Layden, and a foul from behind. That's going to be Aguilar on the foul.
It's going to be the second team foul for the half.
Be the first for Aguilar. Harvey's going to check back in, as is Claire Merrill for Northwestern. Across the wing, three-pointer. Off the mark, and they're going to say it was off of Bostic. I don't think it was.
That was they both had their hand in the ball.
Going to be out off of Marion, so it'll be Northwestern's ball.
The latest update from Benton Central is they were up 10-4 at the end of the first. That was about 30 minutes ago, so it's probably...
The winner of the Benton Central Salem game will take on the winner of the game here tonight for the next week for the 3A state championship down at Bankers Life. Nice pass again, Layden, and they're going to say that was clean. Kyle gets the block. It's going to be out of bounds to Northwestern. That's 6-1 against 6-5 right there, and 6-5 won that one. Tigers back on the offense. Layden going to reset under 3 minutes to go here in the first half. Tigers lead 21-10. Layden's going to pull up top of the key. Off the mark. It's going to be tipped out of bounds. Looks like off of Kyle. It'll be Northwestern's ball here. Again, baseline left.
Benton Central's leading 19-7 at half.
19-7 at half. Quick pass inside. Look at the passing by Northwestern, and Bostic puts it in from the free throw line.
That's 8 for her in this first half.
That sequence right there of passes by Northwestern, I mean, you don't get that very often in high school. Quickly the other way, and that one's put in by Ayana Harvey. beat the defense down the floor and gets the bucket. Keeps the lead at 11 here for the Tigers. Baseline jumper, and that's good for Layton. That's her second three for the night. And it's a 14-point Northwestern lead with under 2 minutes to go. Almost a steal. There is a steal. Quickly up to Bostic. Back over Layton for three. Off the mark. Kyle gets the rebound. Northwestern keeps the pressure on the Giants, though. It's going to be kicked out off of Bostic's foot. Boyer going to check back in. Going to give Merrill a break. Tigers lead by 14, minute 38 left in the first half. Quickly inside. Inside out, Turner for three. Can't get that to go. Rebound Bostic. And Coach Layton calls 5, which apparently means slow it down a little bit because they're going to slow down. Looks like a little bit of a 3-2-2-3 hybrid now for the Giants.
Nope, they're definitely matching up.
All right. Well, they didn't match up good enough. Three-pointer. That didn't even look like a three-pointer. If you didn't look at her feet, she just shot that so smooth. Third three of the game. And there's a turnover for Marion. This one's liable to get out of control here if the Giants can't get a couple stops and get some buckets to go.
You know, it's just like you were saying, Layton's probably been in the gym since she, was in diapers. But right there, it just shows you, like, how fast her shot is. It's just, that's the fastest shot I've ever seen someone in high school shoot.
Well, she's a year younger than you, so she was probably born in 2000, 2001 in that neighborhood, and all her mom was doing in that area was winning 3 state championships at Tri-Central High School. So, doesn't have a lot to look up to, with her mom and her dad. I mean, they're both D1 athletes and tremendous role models, and being facetious, obviously, with that, but yeah, she's been in the gym from day one, and it surely shows here. And she's still got another year of high school to go, Mace. Actually, 2 years younger than you.
Wow.
She's just a junior, as is
She's already
Bostic.
committed?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep, she's going to be a boiler. Nice shot fake in the air, off the mark, at the buzzer. That's going to do it, your first half. Northwestern Tigers 29, Marion Giants 12. We're going to take a quick break. We'll come back with stats here from the Berry Bowl here at Logansport High School and get your second half action underway. We'll be back here in a moment. You're watching RTC TV4.
This broadcast brought to you in part by these local sponsors. Enjoy the game with an ice-cold Coke. Locally owned and operated since 1907, Coca-Cola Bottling Company of Kokomo proudly supports 28 high schools in north central Indiana. Our starting lineup of brands are sure to keep you hydrated on the sidelines and at home. Coca-Cola Bottling Company of Kokomo. RTC TV4 thanks you for watching tonight's broadcast. Sponsorship and advertising opportunities are available, and free production is included with every sponsorship package. If you are seeing this, then your customers are seeing it too. RTC TV4. See for yourself. Please support the local sponsors who make this production possible. Summit Contractor Supply is the area's leading supplier of tools, parts, products, and services to commercial and industrial contractors throughout northern Indiana and southern Michigan. Offering Milwaukee Electric Tools, DeWalt Power Tools, Metabo Power Tools, and more, Summit has the blades, bits, fasteners, and anchors to get the job done right. Summit is also a factory-authorized service and repair center. Contact Summit for all of your contractor supply needs.
Welcome to the future, imagined by visionaries, championed by leaders, and focused on results. Made real through hard work and a determination to build the things that people count on. places where ideas are born, where progress fuels growth and strengthens communities. It's work that makes a difference. United Rentals. You're building the future. We're here to help.
When you shop at Oliver Ford Lincoln in Plymouth, you're treated like family, and it's a full-service experience. Our expert service team can keep your vehicle happy for years, from simple maintenance to major repairs. We even provide a loaner car if your vehicle needs to stay overnight. So we have an excellent source of demonstrator vehicles offered to you with substantial discounts. So search our inventory online or stop in for a test drive at Oliver Ford Lincoln in Plymouth.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors.
Gentech Farm Seed is a proud sponsor of Argus Athletics. Get a jump start on your crops this season with help from the knowledgeable folks at Gentech Farm Seed, proudly offering NutriPack from Ag Explorer. Learn more on our Facebook page. Stay connected with the fastest internet speeds available with RTC Fiber Communications. Voice, data, and video connectivity for the 21st century. Local service, local support, local investment. Online at rtc1.com.
All right, welcome back here to Logansport High School from high atop the Berry Bowl. Steve Stricker. I'm joined by Amanda Cutter, who, if you watched the last game we did with Northwestern versus Oak Hill down there at Northwestern High School, she was the one that was dancing over on the end line.
That was me.
Yeah. So you've very graciously, your company, R.D. Phillip, helped us out broadcasting that first game, and so we appreciate that. And then you're also involved with the Northwestern Tigers as far as you coach, right?
Yes,
Sixth grade coach.
Sixth grade coach for my youngest daughter's team.
And your daughter's a freshman here on the Tigers varsity squad. They're doing very well here through the first half. You mentioned it, the turnovers for Marion, 10 turnovers to only 1 here for the Tigers. What can Marion do in the second half to try and get back in this? Is there anything that they can do?
I think they need to utilize their 6'5" girl a little bit more. She seems to be a little quiet in the first half. I think they need to utilize her a little bit more. And I also think their 2-3 zone's not real strong against this Northwestern offense, so I think they need to switch that up a little bit in the second half.
See what kind of adjustments they make here at the half if they can switch up the defense a little bit. But Northwestern, just as they normally do, causing all kinds of havoc at both ends of the floor. The pressure that they've been putting on the Marion guards is relentless.
Yeah, and they've been that way the whole entire season, especially with Madison up at the top of that press. It's hard to see around her hands, and she's got her feet everywhere, and they seem to be relentless. They don't stop. So that continues all through the second half too. These girls have been conditioned to do that day in and day out. So.
Right. There's no getting tired for the Northwestern girls. I mean, they just keep coming at you. And another thing that I talked with Macy about in the pregame is the passing ability on the inside by Bostic. I mean, you go over, you double team her, she's going to find the open girl, and they're going to hit. They've done that a couple times already with Merrill and Near. Just pop it over there, hit a little 10-footer, and move on.
The thing that this team does is always looks for that better pass. They're always looking for that better shot. And so although Kendall might get that in that paint, she's always looking to see if there's somebody else that might have a better shot than her. So that girl's got amazing hands and sight of the court. And I have yet to see somebody with that vision in those hands in the area. So she's fabulous.
Well, that explains why there's 2 of the girls there that are going to play in the Big Ten in a couple years. But the one sequence where they had, and it was, I think, early in the second quarter, they passed the ball around and ended up getting Bostic right at the free throw line for a jumper.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a passing sequence there. I mean, Marion girls just had to have their head was just spinning. I mean, it was just boom, 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 and then open.
And a lot of people don't know, Kendall's range, she has worked extremely hard over the summer to extend her range out past that 3-point line. And if she if she wants to, I guarantee you she'd be able to be hitting high percentage shots from beyond the arc. Now, Northwestern hasn't needed that at this point, but to pull her out from the paint doesn't hurt Northwestern a bit. She's able to hit those shots.
So talk a little bit about your younger squad. You know, how's the things going there with the little 6th grade team?
Little 6th grade team. Well, I think we are 5-1 or 6-1 right now. Kind of trying to instill Kathy Layden's philosophy of basketball is what I'm trying to do. It's constantly pushing the ball up the floor and looking for the better shot. So we are fortunate to not have one outstanding player on our team. We've got probably a good solid 6-7 on our team. So if one's not hitting, we have somebody else hitting. So unbelievable teamwork and great kids. So yeah, and it's pretty sad. Our season's pretty much over with almost because of all these school delays and the weather's been horrible. So
yeah, I know the feeling. We've fortunately only missed one game, you know, at our school with the 6th grade girls that I coach. So yeah, Kathy Layden's philosophy on basketball, not too bad. She's got 4 state titles, looking for a 5th. I think I would follow that.
Well, she is very involved in the younger girls programs where some schools they don't have much support from their upper varsity staff. But Kathy, all the way down to our elementary program where we had 89 girls this year in our elementary program, that's K through 4.
Yeah.
Hands-on varsity teams, they're at their practices, involved with the kids, and that's where it starts.
Yeah.
So I think that's why she's going to be successful for the next few years. So.
Well, yeah, it shows. Obviously, when you're involved in the younger teams, then your older teams do well. And to get a high school player to go down and work with those younger kids, it really does help them. Because it kind of shows them what the coach is looking at when they're coaching them, and it really helps them kind of get that extra perspective.
Yeah. And it actually, you know, with the older girls, puts a little bit more responsibility on them to be good role models, and they know that these little kids are looking up to them and keeps them in check.
Well, we got about a minute to go here before the start of the second half, and you know, the Tigers well on their way to a return trip down to Indianapolis. Still trying to, Macy, do you have an update? Benton Central? We're looking, trying to keep our eye on that Benton Central.
I'm kind of hoping Benton Central comes through. That's one of my daughter's AAU buddies, so it'd be neat to meet them up down at State. It's kind of weird that they're in the South this year.
I'm still trying to figure that out. I saw an article that said, you know, Benton Central's biggest key, you know, most important piece was the bus driver. You know, 3.5 hours for the semi-state.
That's not a joke.
That is nuts.
And you know what? If Benton Central makes it to the state finals, you got 2 teams from the same conference in the state finals. When does that ever happen? So.
Yeah, so
kind of crazy.
Well, the Hoosier North, which you probably aren't familiar with, but North Judson and Pioneer both made it.
That's right.
In volleyball.
That's right.
But different divisions, 1A and 2A. But so hey, thanks for coming up.
Hey, you're welcome.
Appreciate it, and best of luck to you. We'll be seeing you on the travel circuit here shortly.
Absolutely. Hey, thanks. Have a good one.
All right, thank you, Amanda Cutter. And we're going to pop back over here. The second half getting set to go here at the Berry Bowl. It's going to be the Tigers' ball as we start the second half, leading 29-12 over the Marion Giants.
Quick update from Benton Central.
Layden goes down hard, fouled from behind by Turner. Didn't land kind of awkwardly right there, but she popped back up. All right, sorry.
Update from Benton Central. At the end of the third, it's 29-16 Benton Central. They went on an 8-0 run to finish the third quarter.
29-16 after 3, so they're well on their way here to possibly meeting the winner here if they can hold on and get that fourth quarter and get that win. There's a 3 from the baseline. Good for Layden. Starts the second half where she left off in the first. How many does she got?
That's number 4.
So that's 4 threes. How many points is that? 12 or does she have
14.
More? She's got 14.
Just got one other bucket. Fun fact, if you look down to our right, the Purdue coach is actually down there on the front row.
We'll see her tomorrow, actually.
Well, you will.
Taking a little field trip with my 6th grade girls team. We're going over to Purdue, watch them take on Northwestern. But the Northwestern Wildcats, not the Tigers. Of course, she's here watching her recruit, Madison Layton, doing very well here on track to make it to her 2nd state championship game in a row, looking for back-to-back state titles. That's just a stat there, too. I don't know if you heard that. Coach Kathy Layton, if she makes it down there, that'd be her 5th state championship. That is just amazing. I mean, any coach you talk to in high school would be thrilled to get one. And for her to be going for her 5th, it's just unbelievable. Well, we got an offensive foul?
That was an offensive foul on Layton. That's her 1st.
Fans don't like that. We are on the Northwestern side. They don't like that call one bit.
That's just her 1st.
And there's going to be a foul on Near.
That's her 2nd, team 2nd of the half. That says 3. Apparently, I'm off somewhere.
No, it says 2, honey. 3 team fouls.
I only have 2 team fouls.
Oh. That's 2 on Merrill, though. Quickly up ahead. Bostic can't get it to go off of Kyle, but Harvey able to recover it. Vermillion's been quiet here for the Giants. Did notice she's a decent shooter, as the game I was watching with Kokomo. She, I think, had 3 threes in that one.
I don't think she's shot one.
No, I don't think she has. Jackson's been quiet as well for the Giants. Almost turns it over. Does turn it over. 3-on-1. Layton. And she puts it in over Vermillion. 16 now for Layton. And lead is 20 now for the Tigers. We got a timeout on the floor. Take a quick break and come back with more here from the Berry Bowl at Logansport High School.
This broadcast brought to you in part by these local sponsors. Enjoy the game with an ice-cold Coke. Locally owned and operated since 1907, Coca-Cola Bottling Company of Kokomo proudly supports 28 high schools in north central Indiana. Our starting lineup of brands are sure to keep you hydrated on the sidelines and at home. Coca-Cola Bottling Company of Kokomo. RTC TV4 thanks you for watching tonight's broadcast. Sponsorship and advertising opportunities are available, and free production is included with every sponsorship package. If you are seeing this, then your customers are seeing it too. RTC TV4. See for yourself. Please support the local sponsors who make this production possible.
All right, welcome back to the Berry Bowl. 5:56 left to go here in the third quarter. Northwestern, the largest lead of the game, 34-14 over the Marion Giants. The winner moves on to the state championship game next Saturday at 6 p.m. down at Bankers Life Fieldhouse. Northwestern looking to repeat as Class 3A state champions. I don't know that Marion, I didn't really do enough research to know if the girls have made it down there. I know obviously the boys back in the 80s were dominant in the state tournament. And just like that, three-pointer, and she gets knocked over.
Wow.
That could have been
5.
A 4-point play right there.
That is 5 threes for her. Oh.
And there's an offensive foul. That's going to be a charge called on Ayana Harvey for the Giants. Yeah, the ref on the near side on that three-pointer by Layton was looking to see if the ball went in the bucket, but Layton got drilled after the shot. It almost could have been an easy and one call on the three-pointer.
I think they have enough of a lead that...
Well, that's not the point. I mean, if it's a foul, it's a foul, no matter if you're up by 4 or up by 40, and that's the consistency that you need. Inside, Layton. The Tigers going to reset up top.
Nice backdoor cut by Layton.
She gets fouled. She's going to go to the line shooting 2. They're going to get Harvey, I believe.
That's 2 quick fouls for her right there.
Yeah, she got the offensive foul on the other end, so she's got 2 now. Madison Layton, who is money from the free throw line, as you would expect, makes the first.
The whole first half, Marion only had 2 team fouls.
Wow. Layton makes them both, extends the lead now 25 points, 39-14. Man, I thought Northwestern would take care of business here tonight, but I didn't expect this. They are on fire. Have increased the 17-point halftime lead all the way to 25 here with 4:28 still to go. And that's going to be a travel on Kyle on the inside. So the frustrations are beginning to mount here for the Giants. Only 14 here through 2.5 quarters for Marion. Layton's got 17 or 18 herself, doesn't she?
She's got 15 and threes. She's got 21.
Yeah. So 21 points by herself. And that's the thing, too, with Layton is, you know, it doesn't look like she's just been taking every shot by any means whatsoever. And there's going to be a foul on the offensive glass. Claire Merrill missed it, puts it back up. And she's going to go to the line, gets 2 free throws.
That foul was on Kyle. Oh. I got that on Vermillion.
Got Vermillion. Ellie Vermillion picks up her first. And Ellie Boyer going to check back in for Northwestern. And makes the second. I was trying to point out during the halftime, your AAU coach from over in Lafayette was walking by. Not really AAU coach, but he was your
a little league club thing.
Your league coach there at Indiana's Best.
I thought that was a pretty coach, so I looked it up, but I was paying more attention to that.
There's going to be a foul on Bostic. That'll be her second, I think. Katie Neer checks back in here for the Tigers. It's going to be Marion ball, baseline left. Vermillion's going to trigger in. Nice pass in and miss by Kyle. Rebound, though. She gets it into Turner, who puts it in from just inside the free throw line. That's the first. Yeah, that's 4 points now here in the quarter for Marion. .305 left to go here in the third. Tigers lead 41-16 over the Giants from Marion. And they're going to pull it back out here and reset things a little bit.
You know, Marion can get very frustrated during this, but to make it to semi-state, that's an accomplishment itself. Not many teams can just say, oh, I just made it to semi-state. Like,
a nice pass right there. They get it into Miller, and she puts in the bucket for 2. Yeah, it's a huge accomplishment. I mean, you've been on both sides. You guys won a huge semi-state game and came back and lost the state game. And there's a 3 for Vermillion.
Now she finally shoots it and she makes it.
First shot of the game, I think, for her. Puts it in for 3. Cuts the lead to 24. So you've been on both sides of this as a player, and you know, you win and you feel great, you lose and you feel bad. But
lose to your senior year in sectional championship. I mean,
yeah,
it's never know what happens.
It's the way life works, you know. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and really the character of a person is shown not in winning, but how they lose. If you want to get deeply philosophical. philosophical. Layden, wide open lane. Nice pass on to Miller. Miller kicks it back out. Minute 30 left to go here in the third quarter.
This has been a quick game. Quick game.
Bostic going to take it in, kicks it back out. So Northwestern willing to look here for a good shot, run some time off the clock.
Looks like Turner's not even going to be in help side on Layden. She's just going to stay attached to her hip there.
Well, it might be a little too late. You know, we talked with Amanda there at the halftime, and yeah, they did pull Marion out of that 2-3 zone, but I think it may have been, it might have been too much before they switched. And they still haven't really, she's still got 8 or 10, 12 points here in the second half already.
Yep, she's got 2 threes, a bucket, and 2 free throws.
Drive into the paint, and the little 8-footer is good for Merrill. Or was that near?
That was near.
Yeah, I could 11 or 10. But.
See, that's why I hate the whole numbers right in a row, like 10, 11, 12. I think it's just easier.
Quickly up ahead, Bostic falling away. Oh, she gets it to go. That was a 6 shot right there from Bostic as she's falling away from 15 foot on the baseline. Gets that one to go. We got a timeout with that was the end of the quarter. That was the end of the quarter. I didn't even see. I was standing up. I can't see the time on the clock.
Like I said, it's a quick game.
Yes, it is. So we are going into the fourth quarter, 47-19, Northwestern with the lead. Take a quick break and come back for fourth quarter action here from the Berry Bowl, Logansport High School on RTC TV4.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors.
Brocky Insurance offers personalized coverage options for all of your insurance needs. You can trust your policy through Erie Insurance has been customized specifically for you, your assets, and your budget. Online at brockyinsurance.com. Stay connected with the fastest internet speeds available with RTC Fiber Communications. Voice, data, and video connectivity for the 21st century. Local service, local support, local investment. Online at rtc1.com.
Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
All right, welcome back here to Logansport High School, high atop the Berry Bowl. Steve Stricker, Macy Stricker, Phil Dean on the call here for you tonight. We're in the fourth quarter of game number 2 where the Northwestern Tigers are looking to head back to a second straight state championship, leading 47-19. Had a good evening here. We saw Oak Hill win the first game. They're going to go down to Indy and play on Saturday. And looks like it's going to be the Tigers here, barring a massive blow-up in the fourth quarter. Going to be heading down to take a shot at a second state championship. 5th for Coach Kathy Layden. That would just be amazing. So, Mace, Benton Central, got any updates on what's going on there?
I forgot about that game. It's probably over now.
The winner of this takes on the winner of Benton Central and Salem. They're playing down at Jasper in the South semi-state. And Benton Central, last we looked, was up by, I think, 10 or 12? Heading into the fourth quarter?
Yeah, I think it was about 13, but yeah.
Free throw off the mark. Rebound to Turner. Vermillion's going to bring it across here. So having fun tonight? Enjoying it? Bring back some memories?
Yeah, that's hard.
Vermillion's going to take a 3 off the mark. The rebound, Bostic. It seems like a long time ago when we were up at Crown Point with the Argus Lady Dragons broadcasting their semi-state game against, actually, Tri-Central, as we talked about. Coach Layden, it wasn't her team at the time, but 2016, you guys made it down to the state championship game.
It does really seem like a long time ago. I mean, I just finished my freshman year of college basketball. Like,
yeah.
That's crazy.
You're old.
You're older.
I know it. Your sister's getting married and graduating from college this year, so that just tells you, time moves on. For all you young parents out there who may have young kids, there's a and one opportunity for Kyle. And they say that hold your kids tight. Things just progress very quickly. They grow up fast. It's true. At times it may not seem like it, but it just seems like just yesterday. And and one, good for Rashay Kyle. How many she got? That's her first?
7 for her.
7. All right. Cuts the lead back to 25. And just inside the three-point line there for Neer.
The latest update, there's a minute 54 left to play at Benton Central game. They were up 40-34.
Oh, it's getting tight. A 6-point game.
I'll keep that up. So
another play inside. Kyle able to get that one, so she's got 5 in a row. A little full court pressure here by the Giants. Easily handled 2-on-1, and Neer pulls it back out.
Yeah, I think if she would have tried to pass that to Boyer, that would have just been out of here.
Yeah, there's a lot of very long leg and arm in front of you with Kyle standing there. I don't know how you get that pass to go through. And the floater in the lane off the mark that time for Neer. Allison Miller getting ready to check back in. She's had herself a whale of a game here for the Northwestern Tigers. Nice pass, back up to Bostic from 15, and she's good.
She cannot miss.
She is solid from 15 and in, and as Amanda was talking about at halftime, she's really working on that range outside of 15. Can you imagine if she could stand outside and shoot 30-35% from 3?
Unstoppable.
Yeah, I mean, you can't defense that. And yeah, 6'1" is big in high school, but she's going to be, kind of a small forward, I would assume, when she goes to Michigan State. So she'll have to really work on increasing that range. But like I said, she's still got another year. Layton's still got another year. They're just juniors. So
they could possibly go to state 3 years in a row?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. They'll be moving up next year. They'll be in 4A.
But do you, they could probably take it.
Oh, yeah. They were ranked number 1. I mean, they were ranked number 1 in the coaches poll in the whole state at one point. Actually, when we went down and did that game, they were number 1. They just came out with that coaches poll. Northwestern was number 1 over everybody. Oh, Layden goes down hard.
I think that's going to be a foul on Kyle. Yep, that's Kyle's first foul.
So
I apologize. That's her second foul. I am behind on fouls.
Layden Money from the free throw line. It was pretty neat, Mace. I don't know if you saw the video when Phil and I went down and did that Northwestern game, but we were working on some new things with our software, and the first time I ever ran a replay of a basketball game turned out to be Madison Layden's bucket that put her in the lead for all-time leading scorer for Northwestern basketball history.
Wow.
That was pretty cool. And she's only a junior. She's got, a lot of time to add to that. We've seen some really good players on our air this year. Of course, one that pops up that didn't make it down here was Lily Frazier from North Judson. She just got her 1,000th point as a sophomore. Sophomore. 1,000 points for her. She's a tremendous player. Of course, Lainey Joseph down at Winnemac. But, we've been blessed to get a chance to see some amazing players.
Tippy.
Sophie Buzzard?
Sophie, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went down there for the sectional championship. That was a good game.
That was a good game. Unfortunately, they came out on the wrong side of that one.
Lost by 2. I know that feeling.
Right.
Especially senior year, but.
Well, and the winner of that game, West Noble, got beat by Marion in the regional. So Tippy Valley could have, possibly been playing against Marion at one point. They could have got that sectional. And there's a shot from behind. Merrill's going to go down. So 3:27 left to go here in the fourth. 53-26, Northwestern ahead. Looking for a return trip down to Indy. Any updates?
I've checked every
They're not
Twitter.
updated quick enough.
No, I've checked every Twitter.
Claire Merrill puts in the first.
Nothing yet.
So we really appreciate everybody for tuning in here, RTC TV4, our coverage of the semi-state here tonight. Had a great game, game number 1. Oak Hill advances. They're going to be playing Winchester in the state title game on Saturday at 12:45. Northwestern well on their way to getting back to a second state championship game in a row. Looking to see who's going to be their opponent. It's going to either be Benton Central or Salem. Get an update on that. There was just a few minutes left, or under a minute left. Last note that we had.
2 minutes, and there were 6 points.
6-point ball game. Benton Central holding on to the lead.
And there's nothing updated.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Jackson's going to pick up her first foul. It's going to send Layden back to the line.
There is a tweet that the game was very, very physical. So.
Well, you would expect that going
Yeah.
to a semi-state. There's a lot on the line. Benton Central's always been tough in basketball, especially on the girls' side. I'm not sure about the boys' side, but I can't even think of her name now that you played with. Bailey Goodman.
Yep.
Bailey Goodman from Benton Central. They were.
That was 3 years ago.
Yeah.
She's a junior in college.
Yeah. Like I said, you're getting old.
Well.
A little four corners action here for the Tigers, trying to run down some clock. I don't think being down almost 30 here that Marion will actually 31. I don't think Marion's going to be fouling too much here. I think they'll be willing to let things run. So Northwestern taking care of business here tonight.
Whoa, that was a frisky pass.
That was a yeah. Look at that one again right there. And yeah, that pass was a little off. Going to put Layden at the line now, shooting free throws. Still going to be 1-1 on the 9th team foul here for Marion. Of course, pretty good chance that she's going to make them.
I think she's only shot 2 free throws the whole game, and of course she made them both, but.
I've got some stats here. I'm just going to pull these out.
Did she make both of those?
Oh, yeah, she did.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. So here's a Madison Layden shoots 90% free throw line.
Wow.
Here is a Layden and Bostic going to go out, minute 50 left, and the crowd is on their feet with appreciation, leading 59-26. Here's an interesting fact, Macy. Yeah. Madison Layden shoots 90% from the free throw line. She is not the leader on the team.
Wow.
Katie Neer shoots 91%. That's
but
amazing.
which ones has shot?
Well, I'm sure that Madison, let me see, she's shot more, but still. Katie Neer is 30 for 33, so I mean, it's not like she shot 2 for 3 or anything crazy. And of course, Madison Layden is 95 out of 105.
Wow.
She's missed 10 free throws.
Wow.
For the year.
Quick update. The game is still not over.
Wow.
They tweeted 12 minutes ago and 8 seconds ago.
Yeah.
So,
you're talking about the Benton Central Salem game.
Salem was trailing 48-34. Benton Central scored 8 points. And Salem scored none.
Well, so now they're back up to 14. Kyle at the line. First one's good.
It looks like, I think the game is stalled a little bit because it's got a little loud there for a second.
Yeah. So we got some girls getting some time here on the varsity floor at the end of the semi-state game.
They tweeted Mackenzie Underwood with a vicious fall to the floor, hitting her head with just 32 seconds left. They were removing her shoes and looked like she'll need medical attention.
Oh, that's not good at all. Prayers go out down there for that. Never want to see anybody get hurt in a game.
There was one, was it my sophomore year, where they had to wait for an ambulance to get her even up.
The Westville.
Was Phil one of the medics then?
Phil was on the camera, weren't you, Phil? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was.
Phil and Andy were on. We were on the call on that one, and that was a bad hit.
We just prayed. That was bad.
Three-pointer on the way is good for Olivia Aguilar.
That's her first points for the game.
Last 30 seconds of the game here for our 3A semi-state. Northwestern going to take this one handily. Got a double dribble call. And another Northwestern player, Leah Carter, getting some time here. Vermillion short on the 3. Rebound. Gonna be a jump ball. Stays Marion on the jump. So the Tigers going to go down. We don't know who they're going to be playing yet, Benton Central or Salem. That game is going to take place on Saturday at 6 p.m. I may make a trip down there, Mace. You want to go?
I probably will have to work.
Maybe I'll take your sister. Looking forward to a nice little field trip with my 6th grade team. See Coach Versup down there from Purdue. I'm going to be heading over to...
I see her right now.
I know. That's what I said. I see her right there.
Oh.
I'm going to be heading over to Purdue tomorrow. Watch them take on Northwestern. Wildcats, though. Final score here from Logansport. It's the Northwestern Tigers 59 and the Marion Giants 31. Northwestern is your 3A North semi-state champion. Will be heading back to Bankers Life for a 2nd straight year, trying to get 2 in a row state champions. Coach Kathy Layden going for her 5th state title, and that's just amazing. I mean, just like I said, just one, is pretty hard to get, but 5th state title. She got 3 of them with Tri-Central High School down there in Sharpsville. And looking for her 2nd here with Northwestern. So we're going to keep it on here. Phil, we may have to jump up again like we did in the first game. We got some heads in the way. Phil Dean doing a... Oh, there he goes. Don't move the camera, just move the kid.
Well.
I like it. Good call, Phil. So they're going to award the Marion Giants with the game ball as the runner-up here at the 3A semi-state. Logansport Principal Matt Jones presents the game ball to the captains of the Marion Giants. Congratulations to the Giants. Their season's going to come to a close with a 23-5 record.
That's still really good.
That is a very good record. So Northwestern's going to roll on one more game, 26-3 as they head into the state championship game. And they had to go to Ohio to find their first loss. Actually, their first two losses were to massive schools over in Ohio. And their only loss to an Indiana team this year was to the Class 4A number 1 North Central team late in the season. So Northwestern Tigers are your 2019 3A semi-state champs. We just got our stats here, so as we're watching here, Mace, go ahead and tell us who had what.
Okay, for Marion, Jasmine Turner had 9 points. Ellie Vermillion, you talked about it, she's being a good shooter, and she did not shoot much at all. She made 1 3-pointer to end with 3 points. Harvey had 5. Aguilar had 3. And then Rashea Kyle ended with 11. And then for Northwestern, Morel had 10. Near had 6. Layden had 27. 27.
4 away from what the entire Marion team had.
Miller had 4, and Bostic had 12.
And,
27. Wow. She was 8 for 8 from the free throw line, 5 for 8 from the 3-point line, and then 2 for 5 from the field goal.
All right, so the Northwestern fans and players are down there on the floor. They got the ladder set up, getting ready to cut down some nets. We'll stay here with the net cutting ceremony, and then we'll wrap things up here from the Berry Bowl here at Logansport High School, as the Northwestern Tigers wrap up the evening game here with the big 59-31 victory over the Marion Giants.
I already had some shirts made.
They had the shirts made. Interesting tidbit. So same kind of thing, for Super Bowl, right, for football. What do they do with because they make them up for both teams, what do they do with the losing team?
I don't know.
They actually, you wouldn't get this because you probably don't realize, but the Buffalo Bills lost 4 straight Super Bowls back in the, I think, late 80s, 90s. And there's some kids over in Africa who think that the Buffalo Bills are the 4-time Super Bowl champions because they send them over and they donate them to kids in foreign countries. So your losing teams' shirts go over to help clothe the kids in Africa and such. There are your 2019 semi-state champ Northwestern Tigers there as they're posing for some pictures.
There's nothing updated, but I'm almost positive they'll be playing Benton Central next week.
Well, Benton Central will have a little bit less of a drive getting to the state championship than they did going to the semi-state. Still kind of curious as to how they ended up in the South, but this, just things kind of break that way, and that's what happened. And be kind of neat to see, like Amanda was talking, both of these, Benton Central and Northwestern, are in the same conference, so that'd be pretty cool.
The game is not over. They had to wait on medical personnel.
Oh, wow.
They are putting a neck brace on her and onto the backboard and stretcher.
Oh.
So it's a very quiet gym, but prayers for her.
And that was a Salem player or a Benton Central girl?
Salem.
Salem, okay.
They said a very shaken Salem bench looks on in a very quiet gym.
prayers to everyone down there. Hopefully everything is okay. I know they use a extremely high amount of caution in a situation like that, as they should. So hopefully it's not as bad as it sounds and everybody is okay. So while we're waiting on them to take the ladders, take us back here a couple years, as we've been talking a little bit tonight here in 2016, as you're wrapping up a big win up there at Crown Point and you're getting ready to climb that ladder. What's that feeling like?
Northwestern will be having a next session back at their gym.
When I was at Crown Point, first of all, to have the seats filled, I mean, they say last one out, shut the lights off or whatever. Argus had no one left. The student section just stormed the floor. I'm pretty sure a couple girls got knocked over, but, and we even had, OD was playing after us, and their fan section was there early to watch us, and just to have everyone cheer us on, and a school rivalry like that to cheer us on, it's something that you just don't forget. I was climbing up the ladder for the third time that year, and it just, we won 60-30. I mean, this was a good game too, but yeah.
Just about the same score here.
Yeah, that's what I was. Yeah. But it didn't hit me until we were driving down to Indy. We got a big bus, it had Wi-Fi, those fancy buses. So we got one of those big buses. I'm like, this isn't just your school bus. Like, this is big.
Yeah.
We had a police car in front of us. It was just, I don't know, I was just this 15-year-old girl. Like, a lot's changed since then, but it's just something that you're going to hold on to forever. You hung my ribbon up. I mean, it's red, but I'm not going to go that far.
Yeah, but, the memories. Yeah, I mean, but the memories are just, they're there, and you guys have a nice plaque hanging on the wall with a picture of the team. And
it just...
it's something that nobody at your school's ever done.
And it's not only about the team aspect of it, but the fan base, and, like, our team wasn't a team. We were a family. Like, to this day, I still talk to almost every one of them that I played with. And it's just something like that that's just like, yeah, we made school history, but, like, I have a second family for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
And that's just something that not only basketball, but every sport does.
Yeah, and the sense of community that you guys brought to Argus, and for those of you who are watching from Northwestern or Marion that probably never heard of Argus, Indiana, what do we got? 1,500 people in the whole town.
Well, I just graduated with 36.
36 in your graduating class.
And we had 6 foreign exchange students. So
it would have been under 30. Yeah.
Yeah.
So for those of you out there who say, I go to a small school, I've only got 180 in my class.
That's how it is. I go to Trine, and there was a whole thing. They're like, I go to a small school, and I was like, then I basically am no school. Like, if you guys are small, then...
Yeah. I think we have 180 in the whole high school.
Yeah, I mean, it's just... But back to, like, the whole history part of it is, like, people still talk to me about, like, that year. Like, they remember me, and they remember the team, and it's just... It's kind of something that everyone takes into heart, being in such a small town. I mean, this is 3A, so they're a little bit bigger, but it just being in a small town, and just everyone's just so close knit, and then after that, it just...
Well, it's got to be a great feeling cutting down one net, much less cutting down 3 nets.
For the first time in 10 years.
Yeah.
And then we went back and we won sectionals my junior year, and then
almost got a third one. That would have been a big accomplishment as well. Just a little shy.
That game's still...
So we're
losing by 2.
Yeah, we're here wrapping things up from Logansport High School, the Northwestern Tigers are your 2019 girls Class 3A North semi-state champions. And they're going to take on the winner of Benton Central and Salem. That game actually started before ours, but there was a injury that required them to stop the game for some time, and I don't know that they've been able to conclude it just yet. And our prayers and thoughts to everyone down there at Jasper for the injured player.
She went down with 32 seconds left, so they have 32 seconds when they're done.
That's going to be hard too, because you're trying to make a comeback, and now you're cold, and there's 32 seconds left. And
I mean, right now the score is 48-34.
Oh, that's right. They had.
So.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to be hard to continue playing because you just want to make sure she's okay, but at the same time, like, you just got to finish it out.
Yeah. So a pretty good possibility that two conference foes will meet down at Bankers Life next Saturday with Northwestern and Benton Central. It'll be a great game in the 3A championship game. I don't know. Do you have any updates on the other 1A and 2A? I know Marquette won again.
I didn't look it up.
Yeah, so they're going to be playing from the north in 1A again. Again. And then...
just frustrating.
So we're going to leave it here. We'll just mute our audio for a minute, let you watch all the girls cutting the nets down, and we'll wrap things up here from Logansport here in a minute. And appreciate everybody for watching. All right, well, the nets are down on both ends of the gym, and the scoreboard is off, so it looks like we're going to wrap things up here from Logansport. Thanks for coming, Mace.
Thanks for having me, even though I sound like this.
Did a great job here tonight. A couple great games. Oak Hill wins the 2A, and they're going to be playing next week, and Northwestern wins your 3A. They're going to be playing next week as well for state titles. So congratulations to Oak Hill and Northwestern. Appreciate everybody that watched tonight. You can tune in and watch it on demand here in a few if you'd like. Tell all your friends. And thanks to Scott Sager, Joe McCarter for letting us come down here and do this. You've been watching RTC TV4's coverage of the Logansport Semi-State. Thanks to the folks here at Logansport High School, too, for all their hospitality. We'll wrap things up here tonight, and that's going to do it for us for girls basketball for the season. We'll be back next week. We got a few more boys games, and then sectionals for the boys are going to kick off here a week from Tuesday, so we'll be back with more sectional action on the boys' side. So thanks for watching. We appreciate everything, and everybody be safe, and good night here from Logansport.